President Obama, Governor Mitt Romney, of course, the featured players in this election today. But voters also being asked to consider several ballot initiatives that could bring about historic changes in American social policy. They range from same-sex marriage to the legalization of marijuana. Fox News correspondent Adam Housley is live in our Los Angeles bureau with more on that. And Adam, I understand advocates of same-sex marriage have some reason to celebrate tonight.
Yeah, you know, the ballot initiative process, of course, here in California is so famous, Greg. I quickly do want to say that California had a couple of controversial ones here. One, they did not vote down the death penalty, so it is still allowed in California. And two, it looks like they've passed a tax measure here that would make California the most taxed state in the union. So that's kind of controversial here in California. A bit of a surprise, too, considering the economy here in the Golden State isn't the best. But you mentioned the process, the ballot process across the country. Yes, definitely same-sex marriage and marijuana both fared very well with the ballot box. First of all, Maine passed it, as well as Maryland and Washington. All three of them passed referendums allowing for same-sex marriage. They legalized it again in Maine, Maryland, and Washington. And an amendment to vote against it in Minnesota is too close to call at this hour. Meantime, to the medical marijuana front, we know that the two big states here that passed the medical marijuana were, actually lost you here 1 second, was Montana, and it's in Oregon, it's actually failing. The interesting vote, though, with marijuana was the fact that Colorado and Washington allowed it to be passed in any instance. So 1 ounce, for example, in Colorado would theoretically be legal for anybody. So while California was the first to pass medical marijuana way back when, Washington and Colorado passed it for anybody. But as the governor of Colorado has said tonight, Greg, don't get your hopes up too fast because it's still illegal at the federal level. So you can sure there's going to be a battle in the state of Colorado at the very least over whether or not marijuana will be allowed legally up to 1 ounce to carry and for anybody to smoke. We'll be watching that very closely here in the West Coast, Greg.
Well, my guess is they're celebrating in Boulder this hour, and that celebration may continue for a while.
There was a funny quote that came out, real quick, there was a funny quote that came out from the governor's office. One of the spokesmen said, don't eat your Cheetos, I think it was?
Cheetos,
and goldfish too fast, meaning that it's still illegal at the federal level. I don't think there was any inference of sarcastic humor there whatsoever, Greg.
A clear reference to the post-pot munchies. Adam Housley.
I wouldn't know. I have asthma.
Attaboy. Adam Housley, thanks very much, live from California.
Thanks, guys.